Hello, and I hope you're having a good day today. I'm Jules. Thank you for coming back for another weekly update. It's been a very productive week, both in stitching and a lot of other things. So I hope your week went really well. Hope you got a lot of stitching done or whatever it was that you were working on. It is the middle of July. How is that possible? It's crazy. I'm actually excited to get the warmer parts of the year kind of over with because I love fall. I love fall and everything fall brings. So it's all good. So let me jump in here and show you the progress that I have made. I'm going to show you Cowboy first. So I've got a couple things to tell you about Cowboy. He's coming along super nicely. I am at 50% now with him done. It's not popping great. The light has to be just right to see him. There we go. And he's just going to pop more and more as we get further down. But sometimes it's just the way the light hits him. It just kind of bleeds it out a little bit. But one of the things that I want to do is, as I'm stitching this little area up here that's sort of above his mouth, I think that's supposed to be a little area of shade, but it just doesn't look good. Part of me is just wondering whether or not, I'm kind of playing around with it a little bit on my design, so I may remove about 10 stitches from that area and see what that looks like. I've already kind of taken a couple pictures of the mock-up, and I'm like, and we'll see what you guys think as far as, which way to go. So I did this particular design in 1/1 and they're all half stitches. Coverage is good, but coverage is going to be even darker if you do like a 2/1 or whatnot. So, but this was on 28 count, and I just wanted to experiment with the 1/1. This one was done in 1/1 half stitch and popped and looks great. So I think when this is done, the whole of it is going to be pretty amazing. But we're 50% of the way done. Got the rest of it to go. Making some good progress. I think it's about 13,000 stitches left or something like that. So the reason why I didn't get more done on it is because I really leaned on sun worship, because the more I stitch this, the more the colors pop and the more I want to stitch on it. So I kind of misspoke last week. I told you I think that I was like at 77%. I wasn't. I was only like at 73. But now I'm at 80%. So let me show you what this one looks like. But she is just a poppin'. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving all the colors that I'm doing. I got floss of different colors all along the back of it that just stuck to it. But she's coming along awesome. She's only got about 6,000, I think, stitches, under 6,000 to go. I am doing her 2/1 with full cross stitch, and she's just showing up so nicely. It looks really good. This is not back stitching. Some people are going to ask if this is back stitching, I think, when this is done, but it's not back stitching. It's just a great way to highlight her dress there. So, or her skirt. So anyway, so I've been working on this one, and it is coming along really nicely. Mostly I've just been filling in. I've been going through and filling in a lot of stuff sort of in this solid color area where I hadn't really finished. I had left a lot of stitches open for various reasons, so jumped in there, got that done, no problem. What else is going on? I am framing sea turtle, and I know you guys want to see a framing tutorial, and when I finally feel like I can do a good framing tutorial, I'll put that up there. I've been doing a lot of my black and whites with just black frames, just to make the designs sort of pop. I could do this where I do like a nice big mat, but the problem is that you look at like the side. Well, this is a better example, like we're raising the flag. So this is I think it's like 200 by 200 or something like that. It's probably less than that actually, maybe like 150 by 150. But this one basically is like it could be so much. I can fit more on my displays. Let's just say that if I don't use the framing or the matting. The matting looks great. I'm gonna need more room, I think, eventually. So I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think, but to me, it's like, yeah, the matting looks fantastic, but I think long term, especially with my monochrome pieces, the I don't think I necessarily need it, but you guys can let me know what you think. This past week, let's see here, I started posting it back again on my Facebook page, which I have one for Stitching Jewels Design, and you can just search that on Facebook to find out the dogs have finally figured out I'm doing a video, and they're over here. But you can check out there. I'm just posting like just some links to my store and whatnot on there right now. Of course, I've got the Instagram account as well, Stitching Jewels Design. So I am kind of been working on getting ready for the Needlework Expo at the end of August, and with the new cover designs that I showed you guys last week. Hold on for a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to put the dogs outside. They just get so nuts when they hear me doing a video. They think I'm talking to them maybe. So the redesign of the covers that like I did last week, which I think look a lot better, being a lot bigger, being framed. They just pop a lot more. So, and then this is kind of what a monochrome piece would look like. These patterns are available on my Etsy store, which links down below. So I have been working on going back. I have a lot of patterns, and so going back and redoing the cover pages for all of them, it just takes a while. So it's just getting organized. It's getting that base of organization, and I keep changing, trying to improve things, and every time I do it, I kind of end up doing like all my patterns over again. So at some point, I'll become content with where the design is, and I can then move on to maybe some other aspects of it. But I got the website's better. I need to change the color palette on it, but the website is coming along. I want to add some extra pages to it for some links and some other things on it, but it's coming along nicely, and finally got a way to figure out how to display stuff on there. Yeah, I used to know these things. I used to be really good at like working through website and all this other stuff, but the brain function is not as good as it used to be. So we'll see. Also want to let you guys know, if you are a FlossTube lover, if you just like, you just go from one floss tube to the next, do you know about my list of FlossTube channels on my blog, which it's not really a blog, it's just more of a curated resources for crafts of all kinds. It's at stitchingjewels.com, link down below, of course, and it's got probably over 850, maybe even 900 FlossTube channels on it now. It's a lot. It's taken a lot of work. I had some help at one point, but lately I've just been kind of, I get like about a half a dozen new channels, gather them together, add them to the site. Excuse me. And so if you really just want to kind of roll around and look, I mean, the problem is that YouTube only shows you like a small, tiny amount of FlossTube channels, and there are a lot out there. And so, and it seems like there's a half a dozen new ones starting almost like every week at least. So, but everybody's doing a great job, and it's awesome to see all the diversity, the variety of what is out there. So, but I think that's it. Finally, I just want to thank my Patreon subscribers. So it's been awesome. They've been following my almost daily stitching progress with, especially with sun worship. So it's been fun to interact there, talk to folks, and it's just been cool. And I think it's a win-win for everybody. So if you want to join and see what it's all about, check out down below. Consistently adding more and more content to it to try and make it enjoyable for everyone. So I've got some new designs that I am going to be putting on the store in the next week, just because I have to, because that's me, and be on the lookout for those. I don't think I actually put any on. I had a sea turtle one that was all color, like it had all these different colors and stuff in it, and it was really cool looking. And apparently I never posted it on the store. Like in my mind I did. So, but I tracked it down. I found the pattern, and so I just need to add a couple things to it and actually add it as a listing. So, so I'll get that done. But I am, like, if you don't want to shop on Etsy, I am putting most things on the website. So I may eventually put them all on the website, but there's some that are on the Etsy store that you know, haven't driven a lot of attention or things. I'm going to leave them on Etsy, but I may not add them to the actual website. So we'll see. But excuse me, dry throat this morning. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys had a wonderful week, getting a lot done. And, you know, here at the old Casa, we're doing great. And so getting a lot done, making progress. So I will see you guys soon. And let's see, I've got 6 weeks until Needlework Expo. And so I am diligently updating and working on stuff. I got to say that as much work as the Nashville needlework market was, it kicked me in the booty for getting things done. I basically wasn't progressing in my work as making this a business, and doing the market, really, it was a blast, but it was a lot of work. A lot of work that I needed to do. So, and the expo is like the next stage. The expo, getting done for the expo, is going to help me prepare for market in March. So it's nice that they're sort of equidistant to each other. And I do plan, I hope it works out. I do plan on 2023, to hopefully hit up one of these other markets that are like the Galleria, that are more direct to consumer shows. And so I would love to do one of those at some point down the road. So but we'll see. But it's just the organization, making sure that everything works, making sure that I have enough stitched models. When I finally frame everything that I've got, I'm gonna have, you know, finally over a dozen models. So we'll see. Man, I gotta get something to drink. You guys have a great day, and I gotta go, and I'll see you later. Bye.